Bouncing, baby. Bouncing, baby.
Shorty bad, watch the way she walk. Shorty real, his pockets in New York. In the building till you about to set it off.
Bouncing, baby. Bouncing, baby.
Hey guys, it's Tia, and today who am I here with?
We got Coach Fame over here. You know the vibes.
Yes. So how you feeling, Coach Fame?
I'm feeling good. You know, the sun is shining. It's a great day. You know, I'm feeling great. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. It's about 80-something degrees in New York today.
Right.
Everybody's outside.
Yes, we outside. We got our tank tops on, our
Yes.
shorts, arms showing, thighs showing.
So how you feel about this new transition in New York now? The weather is getting warmer.
I feel like we outside. It's time to come outside. You know what I'm saying? Time to get your body right, your mind right. It's time to just be outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I love that. Okay, so tell the people, what do you do?
So Coach Fame is a personal trainer. I'm a fit creative, content creator. So my goal is to help you figure out how to become your best version, you know what I'm saying? And just have a good time and be your best self, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I love that. So where did the name Coach Fame come from?
Okay, everybody asks me. So FAME actually is an acronym. It stands
Okay.
for Focus, Ambitious, Motivated, Elevation. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So that's what it means to me because, you know, in order to achieve your goal, you have to be focused, ambitious, motivated, and that's the only way that you're going to elevate. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Even though sometimes we're not always motivated, but motivation helps you get there. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
Yeah.
Okay, so I like the acronym idea.
Yeah.
All right, so you think you're going to stay with that name?
Yeah, I mean, I already paid for it.
Okay.
We legal. It's a business.
Oh, it's your business
Yes,
name.
it's my business thing.
Okay.
Fame Time Fitness is the new. I'll be launching that soon. But
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the business name.
Okay, so right now, are you just doing like one-on-one training or group training? Like, what do you
So I do primarily one-on-one, but I also do online training as well. That's the new launch that I plan on doing is more online.
Okay.
But right now I'm mostly in person.
Mhm.
But you know, we developing. Online is the goal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are like some challenges you faced as like a person that has like created their own business?
Well, one, you have to have many hats. You really have to be everywhere in your business. You have to understand every aspect of your business. Like for me, yeah, I'm a personal trainer, great, but I have to learn how to be a salesperson. I have to learn how to market myself. I have to learn how to speak in order for people to understand what I'm saying. That's a challenge because a lot of times, like I tend to be a quick speaker. Sometimes
Yeah.
people don't understand and process that fast. So I had to learn how to like talk to people in a way that they understand. So that's a challenge for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to not really care.
Right. Especially like when you're working with a client, you have to like break it down,
Yeah.
the movements and stuff. And I actually had the opportunity to like do a mini workout with you.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like my review is like, I felt so good after our workout.
Word, that's what's up.
Yeah, my back wasn't hurting,
Yay.
and I always have back pain.
Exactly.
So yeah, if you want to come and work out with Fame, he's here.
Exactly, because form is everything. I'm all about form. You know, a lot of people just do things, but I'm all about teaching you how to do it correctly so you can go off and do it on your own. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'm not always going to be there.
Yeah.
I don't want to always be there. You know what I mean?
Right, that is true. So how did you get started in fitness?
Well, you know, I've been fit most of my life, but, you know, it's kind of a deep story. Not to get too deep, but, you know, a few years ago, I actually lost my brother. And that kind of changed my life, my mindset. I just noticed that he wanted to do better for himself, and he tried, but unfortunately, it didn't work out, unfortunately. And that like sparked a like fire in my soul that I was like, I have to show people that they can become the best version of themselves, no matter where they are, no matter what they're going through in life. You just have to, one, get mentally and physically and spiritually fit, and then you are transformed. So that's what I'm here to do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm on this earth to help people become better just through, one, teaching them how to be fit and teaching them how to just be their best self. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So how can one get like spiritually fit?
Well, spirituality, it takes some time to understand that because a lot of people get afraid of spirituality. But for
Yeah.
me, it's being spiritually one with yourself and understanding who you truly are and not trying to follow other spiritual philosophies, because I feel like we are one with God. We have our own walk with God, you know what I'm saying? So in order to do that is to find out who you are, so you have to get really introspective, you know what I'm saying? You have to find time to yourself. You know, I found that a lot of us struggle with being by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We
Yes.
struggle with being alone. Like, even me,
Me too.
I would run. There was a time in my life that I literally couldn't spend an hour by myself. I literally could not spend an hour by myself because I did not want to sit in my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So through my journey, I learned that the more time I spent with myself, the more time I spend on being introspective, the more connected I get to spirit and be more spiritual. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It doesn't have to be crazy. It's just becoming. It's understanding your higher power, you know what I mean, and who that higher power is to you, and creating a path to get there. You know what I mean? That's the spiritual path. You know what I mean?
Yes, I love that. Like,
Yeah.
even with me, I'm like thinking like, am I ever alone?
Right?
I
Yeah.
feel like most of the time I'm always like with my friends and stuff. Like
Yeah.
the only time I'm ever alone is like when I'm like sleeping or when I'm in the shower.
Yeah. And honestly, it's really important to spend time by yourself, because you can get clouded by other people's ideas and
Yes.
and a lot of times we forget who we are just because we're always around people. You know
Not
what I'm saying?
even even the I feel like to add to that,
Mhm.
their energy too.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you're always around like somebody that has like a dark energy,
Yeah. Mhm.
that kind of can grow onto
Yes,
you.
it will. You will adopt that dark energy. You will
Yeah.
be dark.
So yeah, I need to cut some people off.
Period. Let them go. Let them go. If the energy ain't right, it ain't right. Let them go. Period. That's it.
Yes. Okay, I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. So tell me, Fame, what like music are you listening to right now?
Well, people aren't gonna like me. I am still listening to Tory Lanez. I really
Oh
don't
my
care.
God.
I will never stop listening to Tory Lanez. He's one of my favorite artists. You know, but generally, because I'm energetic, so I have to listen to anything energetic. But also, you know, I'm Nigerian and Italian. Well, we don't listen to Italian stuff, but like I listen to a lot of Afro beats,
Okay.
a lot of hip hop, a lot of R&B.
Mm,
Pretty much anything that's good. So we can
Okay.
go on for days of what I'm listening to. But generally, hip hop, Afro beats, and R&B.
okay.
Typically, you know.
All right. And so, like, you living in New York, do you feel like that, like, any of like the music that's been playing outside, does that influence you too?
The music that's playing outside. How? What do you mean?
Like, does it get you motivated?
Well, yes, in ways, yes, it does. Certain songs get me motivated, especially when I'm working out. You know what I mean? Yeah, I like to get a
Because
little.
right now you're living where, uptown? Or,
Yeah.
So they're playing. I know right now the big speakers are out. They're playing.
Oh yeah, of course,
the
yeah.
Dominican music.
You're right. Okay, I didn't know what you were saying, but honestly, yeah, when the music's out, yes, I'm motivated. Like honestly, I'm the person that I can't be in silence for too long. I need music. I
Okay.
need there to be sound. So like when music is playing, I'm alive. Like
Yes.
I become another person. It's like, oh, we lit. It's lit. It's
Wow.
time to go.
Mhm.
I don't know if that answered it.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
so-
So speaking of the music too, you mentioned like, well, we spoke before this, but like you are also an artist.
Yeah, you know, I'm an artist. Actually went to school for audio and engineering, and then I decided, like, I'm a freaking writer, so I started writing music, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I have been on pause for a little bit, but I actually will, when I relaunch, I plan on releasing an EP that's, you know, it's not fitness, but it's high energy. So it's all
Okay.
about having a good time and vibing out, but we're going to be listening to it
Yeah.
while we're working out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Essentially, yeah.
And so you go by Fame as well, your artist name.
Yeah, Chris Fame was my original artist name, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But Coach Fame, I feel like it's going to be the entire umbrella. Why not?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why not? Coach Fame. Who cares? Like, why not?
I love
Coach
that.
Fame is everything.
Okay.
That's like volume 2 of Chris Fame. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So okay, I was going through your Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And like, how do you know like on the days that you wake up, like what type of workout you're gonna film or the content that you're gonna create? Are you pre-planning this? Like, okay, Tuesday we're gonna do like a leg focus day.
See, I mean, when I started out doing content, I literally was just doing everything that I was doing. Any kind of workout that I would do, I would just record it, you know what I'm saying, and put it
Okay.
together. But then I found that it's better to be more planned out. So typically I go off what I'm seeing that's popular or what people like me to record the most. So like recently, I've been working on abs. Like people comment a lot about my core because that's where like I guess is the most defined on my body. So I guess that makes me like a core connoisseur. You know what I'm saying? So I do a lot of core videos. I've been doing a lot of core exercises lately. And even it may not seem like it's core focused, but there's core involved in pretty much everything. So I it's kind of hard to say. I do research based off what is popular, and then I just create a video. That's it.
Okay. And so, like, your most viral video, like, when did you go viral? What was like your first one?
My first one was I was on a rooftop and we did a core video. It was a core video. There you go.
Okay.
It's viral. There you go. So, but actually, you know, it was viral for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was 25,000 for me. That's bussin'.
That's pretty viral.
That's pretty bussin' for me. So, and it was a core video. Actually, that's funny. Wow, maybe I should do more. Maybe it's core.
Yeah. So your specialty is
It's core. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. Wow.
Didn't realize that.
Uh-huh.
Wow, we just learned something.
We're breaking it down. Okay, so are you also creating content on other platforms?
Yes, but recently I just been reposting the same content. There's nothing like new. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You might find difference on my stories and stuff, but everything's just reposted. You know what I'm saying? I haven't, you know, it's hard to be. Yes, I'm a social media person, but I'm really not. You know what I mean? I'm just reposting the same shit you see on Instagram.
Okay.
So don't be upset. If you go to TikTok, it's like, there's no difference.
Yeah. So what tips can you give somebody that's like currently struggling like with their body and they're having like this mental block?
Okay. Well, one thing I always tell people that it does start in the mind first. You know what I'm saying? So you have to first visualize, get hip to visualization, because you have to see where you want to go and then put it in your mind and focus on it every day. And then also it's also about encouraging yourself and not beating yourself up, because you're not going to be perfect overnight. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand that it's a process. So condition your mind to understand that it's a process, and also tell yourself that you are capable of achieving that goal. Because if you doubt yourself, if you put any negativity in your mind, it's going to pretty much condition your mind, even though it's probably already conditioned because you got to this position of this negative mindset. Right. So your goal is to retrain and condition your brain. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about feeding your brain positivity. I know that's like corny and everything like that, but it's all about consuming and feeding your brain positivity. That's the first step. That's what I did in my journey.
Yes.
I started meditating. I started visualization. I started practicing that. And then affirmations. Those are three tools that I use to shape my mind. And then from there, I created my workout regimen, because it's mind, body, and soul. You know what I'm saying? So then you just start working out and making it consistent, because one thing that I found that is, scientifically proven, your brain is conditioned to stay the same. If you when you try to fight against your thought patterns, your brain's going to be like, no, this is who you were yesterday, so why are you going to try to fight now? So you have to understand that you have to fight against that. You know what I mean? You have to condition your brain to know that it's going to be tough. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a challenge. So realize that it's going to be a challenge, but associate that challenge with positive things. This challenge is going to change my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Things like that. That's what helps me. You know what I mean?
That. Yeah. I feel like too, to add on to that, I feel like what also could help too is if you clean up your Instagram and like your social media too. Like whatever you're consuming will consume your mind and then alter you.
Yes.
I feel like if all you're watching on Instagram is just like
it's booty popping and bang bang shoot 'em up, get that bread.
Yeah, that type of stuff. That's all you're gonna see. So try to like follow people that are motivational or like someone that you aspire to be like.
Exactly. Yes.
Like you said, going back to like your visualization.
Yes.
You know?
Facts.
So yeah, I feel like.
Because if you knew better, you do better.
Right.
You know the vibes.
Yes.
You know, come on, that's a fact.
Yes. So yeah, I think that would be also to add into that.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah.
But for me, at least, I feel like too. I don't know if you get this too, but for me, I feel like I'm always starting over.
What do you mean?
Like with my fitness journey.
Okay.
I feel like I get to a point and then I'm like, okay, like this is where I want to go. This is where I want to get. And then I'll stop like working out and eating right. And then like I'll take time off from the gym and then have to restart. So like, how can I prevent that from like happening?
Well, one, it's okay. There's probably a reason why that's happening. It's like you're goal oriented. There's probably you have a goal, but your goal is only short term. So set long term goals and understand that it's not the short term goals are stepping stones.
Okay.
So this is step 1. Okay, what's next? Step 2, step 3. So yes, you do want to have different phases of goals, but understand that this is a lifestyle. This is not temporary. This is not for right now. You know what I mean? It is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's gonna take time for you to get to that optimal goal. You know what I mean? Or you maybe your goal isn't big enough.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So set real big goals for yourself. Don't be afraid to set big goals.
Yeah.
If you want to be that motherfucking guy, you want to have the best body in the world. Put that in your mind. I'm gonna have the best body in the world. And what does it take to get there? Pushing yourself non-stop.
Right.
That's what I literally telling myself. You know what? I'm gonna keep pushing regardless, no matter what. My goal is not to have the best body in the world, but my goal is to be the best version of myself. And the only way to do that is to be at my best. Is to constantly push myself all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's all about conditioning your brain, and it's hard to understand. But the only way to do that is through consistency and also know what your ultimate goal is, you know what I mean? And have a big goal. Don't have a little goal. Like, what is your ultimate body goal? You know what I mean? That kind of goal, you know?
Yeah, that's definitely some stuff that I'm going to think about after the show.
Period.
Okay, so also I want to talk about, like, where... No, this had also to do with what you just said.
Okay.
I completely forgot.
Don't worry. We free. We just vibing.
The ultimate goal.
Yes.
Dang, I lost it.
No pressure.
That
no
is
pressure.
crazy. I'm
It's okay.
usually really good at this.
It's all right.
Okay.
She's awesome, guys. We still love Tia. She's amazing.
That is so crazy. I lost my train of thought.
That's all right. It happens to the best of us.
Okay, so moving on.
Yes.
Alright, so when you're in the gym, right?
Yes.
And you are like looking when you're with like a client.
Yeah.
So how do you know like what to work, like which body part to work on?
Well, it depends on the workout regimen, and it depends. For me, it depends on how often I'm working out with you. If you're a 3-day person, you work out 3 days a week with me. I typically would do full body, always full body, just because you'll get more bang for your buck.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're working out like 5 days or 6 days with me, I'll do upper lower, upper lower, upper lower, upper lower.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's typically how I do all of my workout programs.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then from there, it depends on what your goal is. You know what I mean? It depends, or what your limitation is. If you have certain limitations, then I'll start adding different programs to help, or progressive programs to help you get to your goal. You know what I mean? Things like that.
So
you know?
what is like a common limitation?
Mobility.
Oh, wow.
A lot of people aren't as mobile as they think they are. You know what I mean? A lot of people can barely do a squat properly. You know what I mean? And they can't twist their body properly, or can't get the full range. So mobility is a big problem for most people, especially because people don't flex, stretch. Flex.
All right. So what can they do to be more mobile?
Stretch.
And how many times a week?
Every single day.
Every single day.
I mean, okay. The goal is every single day, because don't be so like negative. Oh, every single day, that's a lot. You wake up, do little things like hang over, you know what I mean? Certain things, you know what I mean? Like, I know I just like hanged over. Like, whatever. She's like,
touch your toes.
Touch your toes. But yeah, honestly, as much as possible. You know what I mean? Stretch as much as possible. Because at the end of the day, you're only as strong as how flexible you are. When you get older, that strength is going to disappear if you ain't flexible. So you have to focus on flexibility. Honestly, in my opinion, a lot more than you have to focus on strength. You know what I mean? Because you have to be able to flex the muscle. You have to get that full range. If you can't get the full range, then what you doing? You know what I mean?
That is true.
Yeah.
So right now, like what I've been doing, like in my workouts, like I'll do like I'll do like a workout and then I'll go into like a yoga pose.
Yeah, great.
So like I'll do a movement, say it's like a lunge.
Yes.
I'll do a lunge or in like an overhead press or something. And
Yeah.
then like during my rest, I'll like get into like a downward dog
Yes.
or like one of the other poses to
Yes,
just like
yes. She
relax.
said the poses that I didn't say. I wasn't able to say. I was touching my toes.
But yes, like I actually spent like maybe like a year
Uh-huh.
like doing yoga.
Yeah.
And I feel like when at that time
Mhm.
I wasn't doing any like strength training.
Mm.
So I got like super flexible.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
then I lost all my strength.
Yeah. So you do want to incorporate both. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's why I'm not all about just stretching and elongating. I will
Yeah.
incorporate that, but strength is important. You know what
Right.
I mean? You need strength, especially if you're trying to burn fat.
That is true.
Yeah.
And so are you like a big fan of cardio?
It depends on. See, a lot of cardio is a vague way of saying things. Yes, I'm a big fan of increasing your heart rate,
Okay.
but I'm not a big fan of running on the treadmill.
Okay.
I'll do because I do HIIT training.
Mhm.
So you can get a cardio experience from high interval intense training. Just putting a timer on it and moving quickly through the movements is you'll get a cardio experience. And I find that to be the best way in terms of like, you know what I mean, burning fat, things like that.
Mhm.
But I do like endurance training more than just typical cardio.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you're mostly like doing stuff like on the floor, like jumping.
Yeah,
and
like calisthenics, burpee. I'm a burpee guy.
Plyometrics.
Plyometrics. We jumping, guys. We jumping. You know what I'm saying? It's
Oh,
important.
wow.
She said, "Oh wow, maybe I shouldn't come to you."
Yeah, because I have bad ankles.
Of course. Well, that's for me. See, the thing is, I'm a all-around trainer. I do general fitness based
Right.
off your limitations. I'm not gonna have somebody with a broken leg jumping. Obviously,
Right.
that's stupid. You know what I mean? But typically, my goal is to help you get to that point.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I do
Yeah.
progressive programs to help you get to that point. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know?
Okay. All right. So let's move on from working out. to
Yes, because we're
fitness.
done. This is not only who I am, guys. We're normal.
You're a person. Okay. All right. So I want to get into like, I want to know like how would you describe yourself on a dating app?
On a dating app. How would I describe myself on a
Like,
dating app?
Yeah, like if it's
Damn.
you're looking for love.
Yeah.
Are you looking for love?
I mean, yeah, we're open to love.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I look at love like I'm sharing it with you. So if I
Okay.
need to find that person who I want to share with it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So how would you describe
On
yourself
a
dating
on
app?
a dating app. I don't even know. It depends on which app we're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
just joking. You know, if it's like it just depends, really. You know what I mean? I'm not really big on dating apps. I haven't found great success with dating apps, in my opinion.
Okay.
For me, I find people on dating apps, but more often than not, they're just for
fun.
For fun, you
For
know,
pleasure.
for pleasure, you know.
Okay.
So I guess if I'm going on a dating app, you know what I
Okay.
mean. Maybe it's for pleasure.
Oh.
Sometimes.
Okay. I get what you're
I plead the fifth. Yeah.
All right. So, what are some of like your weaknesses as a human?
Weaknesses as a human. Sometimes, I take things very literally. Like what I found is like people will say things and they'll be joking, and I'll like, "What are you saying?" You know what I mean? I'll
Yeah.
get to confrontations because I'm like, I take it literally. Like, why would you say that? You know what I mean?
Okay.
And people are like, "Bro."
So, like, do you get into fights?
No, nah. I'm very calm, cool, collected. I have no problems with nobody, but I will tell you about yourself. You know what I mean? I'm that kind of guy. You know what I mean? I won't fight you because honestly, I'm not trying to get scratched up. You know what I mean? I just don't like that. Fighting is stupid to me. But you know what I mean? I will tell you about yourself. You know? Seriously. But what was that question again? I forgot.
It was about
Oh, what are my weaknesses? What are
Yeah.
my weaknesses? One weakness is I feel like I'm a workaholic. I feel like it's a struggle of mine to realize to have balance with life and work. Because that actually really, you can really bring yourself down. And even recently, like I had like a little crash.
burnt out.
I burnt out because I was all work, all work, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I got to this point where I was just like, I couldn't do anything. I was overworking myself. I used to, because I had a lot of clients, you know what I mean? And I was working out with each client. I was going fucking hard for no reason. Like, I don't know why I was doing that, because I was able to do it for a certain amount of time.
Right.
But then eventually my body was like, bro, like, no.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm a workaholic. And then also, I don't know.
Okay. When you're working out with all those clients, like, are you also eating? Do you have time to eat?
I make time for eat, yes, of course.
Okay.
I'm eating on the go a lot of times, but yes, I have time to eat. I tend to like schedule my clients like to have like an hour and a half between, so I can at least, you know, travel and eat to them, get to them. You know what I'm saying? Typically.
So what are like your go-to spots to
For
eat
food,
when you're on the go?
I love Natural Blend. If I'm over here in Brooklyn, you'll see me at Natural Blend a lot. It's one of my favorite
Natural
places.
Blend.
Natural Blend. You know, I'm a vegetarian, so anywhere that's vegetarian, you will find me there. You know what I'm saying? So I eat a lot of Mexican foods. You'll see me at every Mexican place. Kava, you know, just food.
Kava.
Yeah, stuff like that.
I like kava.
They're like, he's boring.
No, that's
it's like,
it.
does he do anything?
I didn't know you were a vegetarian.
Oh, yes. Almost 7 years now.
Wow.
No meat. 7
Okay.
years. That's crazy.
What was like the first thing you noticed about your body when you started just eating vegetables?
First thing was I had more energy. Like, I really had way more energy than I ever had. Like, I felt like when I was eating meat, I felt like a big weight. Like, I felt like I was lethargic. I would get the itis, you know what I mean, more often than I would when I don't eat meat. You know what I mean? That's my experience. For me, and also, I felt clear-headed.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, they do say that, like, what you eat, what you consume fogs your brain. And I really honestly felt that experience of clear-headedness. I was like, wow, like, they were talking their shit, but it was real shit. You know what I'm saying?
So are you making your own meals too?
I mean, I did. You know, I do. As I try to.
Do you have time? It seems like you're super busy.
I mean, I don't have time like that. You know what I mean? But I, like, you know, the goal is to get that time. You know what I mean? Because I know when I cook my meals, it's always better. It's always better to do it yourself, honestly, because you don't know what the hell they're putting in there. You don't know what seasoning, you know what I mean? Did they wash their hands? You know, we want bacteria.
Right.
So it's always best to do it yourself. But, you know, I don't get time to always do it myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can make time, but I haven't prioritized time to say that.
So I'm just right now just like looking at you, right?
Yeah.
So do you like have like a skincare regimen, like a routine?
I mean,
What do you use?
well, okay. When I'm at my best, when I'm trying to be the best of myself, I would say I'm big on, like, I love Dermalogica. That's one of my favorite brands, like Dermalogica, because it's made out of clay. It's popping. It's natural. It's good for all skin types. You know what I mean? And sometimes I've even made it myself. Like, I've made like with apple cider vinegar, and like apple cider vinegar will change your life. Dead ass. You can put it on your skin. You put it in everywhere. Like, it's really popular.
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Well, don't put it down there. Don't put it there.
I was like, wow.
Wow. She said, maybe I should try it. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. But also, the biggest thing is consuming whole, healthy foods.
Okay.
Like, what you put in your body will show on the outside. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, and also staying hydrated. I notice when I'm eating right and I'm super hydrated, it doesn't matter what I'm putting on my face. It doesn't matter what I'm cleaning my face with, because what I'm putting inside of my body is healthy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So my skin is bright because I eat right. You know what I'm saying?
And so you don't count macros?
Not really. It depends. Like, I do talk about counting macro because it's important.
Yeah.
You gotta have macro. You gotta count macros. You know what I mean? You gotta be balanced. You gotta have a balanced diet. But I kind of gauge it most of the time, to be honest, just for me. But if I'm coaching somebody, yes, I'm telling them about macros. You gotta have a balanced diet. It's important. You know what I mean? But am I crazy about it? No, I'm not that crazy. I'm just teaching you how to be the best version of yourself. You know what I mean? So change things around, do things better. That's really it. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what borough do you represent?
Well, technically, I'm from Boston. You know what I mean? But I've been here for 4 years. My favorite boroughs is, well, Harlem's not really a borough, technically.
Right.
So I guess, but Harlem, and then Brooklyn.
Okay.
Those are my favorite areas, like, in New York.
And so you out of the two, which one is the number one?
Damn. Come on. Like,
You
why
have
you
to
make
pick
me do that?
Brooklyn or Harlem.
Damn. Like, come on.
Yeah. Like, what vibe do you get from Harlem that you don't get from Brooklyn?
They're the same. Well, it depends on where in Brooklyn we're talking about.
Okay.
Because Bed-Stuy, I love Bed-Stuy. Bed-Stuy is my favorite part of Brooklyn. Bed-Stuy and then Harlem of Manhattan.
Yeah.
I feel like they're very similar, but I feel like damn.
Yeah, you have
I think
to
I
pick.
might like Bed-Stuy a little bit more.
Oh, wow.
Only because Bed-Stuy gives me like vibe, culture, like, you know what I mean? It makes me feel at home. But like Harlem, it gives me that too. It gives me that grit of New York that I like, and that fashion, and it's just close to everything. You know what I mean?
That's true.
That's what I like. But they're both like neck and neck. It's hard to choose between them. You know what I mean? They're literally like neck and neck.
So when you're like, you know, not working, not training, what is like your favorite thing to do?
I like to get fucked up. I'm just like, I like anything like creative. I like to I'm very adventurous. It's
Okay.
hard to I do everything. You know what I mean? I like to go on hikes. I like to travel. I like
Yeah.
to.
What was like your
Party.
last adventure that you went on in New York?
Last adventure in New York. Wow. There you go. That workaholic thing comes in. I haven't been doing much, guys. I've been kind of boring lately. But, well, it wasn't in New York. I went on a trip a couple days ago to
Right.
Boston for my friend's birthday. I guess that was exciting. But I haven't been that fun lately, guys.
Okay.
I guess I need to be more fun.
Yeah, we gotta get you out.
Yeah, I gotta go outside.
Events.
Yes. We need to go to events.
Yes, art shows.
Yes, 'cause
galleries.
Yes, I do those things. I just been because I just started my business. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I've been super
Focus.
focused. But
Yeah.
honestly, I need to find that balance.
So for your business, do you have like a mantra or like a mission statement or something along
Yeah,
those
my
lines?
goal is to help you understand that you are capable of becoming the best version of yourself, no matter where you are in life, no matter your status or your creed, sexuality. You are capable.
Mhm.
There you go.
I love that.
Yeah,
Wow, powerful.
powerful
And
guys.
inclusive.
Yeah, it's inclusive. We're for everybody over here.
Yes. All right. So, do you have any questions for me?
What do you feel like is your best quality?
About myself?
No, her.
I feel like my best quality is I'm very personable.
Yes, I definitely agree.
I feel like I make people like super comfortable,
Mhm.
and they're like very willing and open to share like their whole life story with me.
Mhm.
My other quality, I feel like I'm honest.
Period.
I'm an honest person.
Mm-hmm.
And my third best quality, I believe I'm a loyal person.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Those are great qualities.
Yeah, I feel
Shit.
like I hold loyalty very high up there.
Dope.
Yeah.
Me too. Definitely.
Yeah.
What's your sign?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all are cool. I love y'all. Best friends.
What are you?
I'm a Scorpio.
Oh,
She's like, what
I
are you?
love Scorpios.
Yeah, we're awesome. Like-
Yes. You're so fun.
Yeah, we're
Fiery.
Yes, we can be.
And wild. Oh my gosh.
Sometimes.
Yes. So what would you say are like your best qualities?
My best quality is definitely my personality. I feel like I have a great fun. I guess I'm kind. I'm very kind to everybody. No matter I'm very kind.
Okay.
No matter who you are. I'm the guy that was like when people were bullying people, I'm the guy that come put my hand on your shoulder, regardless of what other people say. So I'm very kind and caring,
Mhm.
and also I'm like driven as fuck. You know what I mean? Because I've been through mad shit. Like half the shit people don't even know what I've been through, but through all that, I've been driven and determined.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like that's some of the best parts about me.
Yes. And so what are like your goals?
My goals.
Life goals.
My life goal is one, in terms of my fitness business, I want to help as many people as possible. I had, like I said, I wanted to have a million people in the world that I help. That's a number in my head. Like if I help a million people on this planet, wow, just in any way, just to motivate them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't need to be a part of my team. You know what I mean? Just encourage them through social media. That's one of my things. And also, you know what I mean? one, become my best version because I'm still developing. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be the best person I can ever be. You know what I mean? So that's one. And then, you know, stay fine forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I love that. Yeah. I feel like with everything like going on in the world and like the increase like in inflation and stuff, like what advice can you give to people that are like struggling right now and like trying to just like make it?
Well, one, understand that like just like anything else, you're capable of making it. You have to truly believe in yourself. It all stems from believing in yourself. And if you believe in yourself, you can make anything happen, regardless of what the fuck's going on in society. Because there's people during inflation, during these recessions, that are making millions of dollars. So if they can do it, why the fuck can't you? Right. You just gotta, one, you have to build a skill. If you have no skills, you ain't gonna pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? You gotta develop a skill. You have to figure out what you're best at, what are you good at, and how can you show that to the world that creates value enough to make people want to buy from you. You know what I'm saying? In any business, no matter what you're doing, you have to, one, create value for people. People, especially now, I feel like nowadays people care more about value, especially given all the shit that's happened. You know, COVID, all that stuff, recession. People want more value. So be focused on value and focus on developing your skills, and then learn how to sell that.
Yes.
Period. You know?
I like that advice.
Yeah, seriously, right?
Yeah. I feel like right now too, it's just like you right now you focus a lot on like the mind.
Yes, I do.
And I feel like that is very encouraging because a lot of people struggle like with their mental health.
Yep.
And recently too, I've noticed that like people have been dying, like taking their lives and stuff. So it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like our message today is just like, you shouldn't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. Find like the help that you like. Try to find some type of help. Yes,
find a right circle of people to be around. Like, it's all about the right community around. Ultimately, doesn't matter how great you think you are. If you're around I'm just gonna say 8 shit people, you're gonna get 8 shit results. Period. If you stay in shit, just like what Jennifer Lewis said, you stay in shit, you're gonna start being comfortable in it.
Right. Yeah. So remove yourself if you feel like the people around you aren't, you know, positive.
Yes, exactly.
Good. For
doesn't matter who the fuck they are.
Yeah.
Seriously, it doesn't. If they're your mother, I'm sorry that she has to go. I'm sorry.
So pushed your mother off the cliff. Said sorry. She has to go.
I'm sorry. Like, you gotta be like that. You gotta protect your energy. And if you feel like somebody's is affecting your energy, you have to let them go. This is your life. Like, the way I look at it, yes, I have parents. I have people that brought me into this world, but thank you. It's my job now to live my life. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, nobody's walking in your shoes. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
Yeah.
That's powerful. I needed that.
Wow, thank you. I'm glad that I was here to do that. I'm saying thank you. Whatever. You know what I meant.
Well, Fame, Coach Fame.
Yes.
I want to thank you for coming on and sharing your wisdom and your knowledge with me and my friends and the people and the listeners.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yes. Do you have any last words that you want to just like look into the camera and say?
Stop doubting yourself, okay, guys? You are fucking capable of making anything happen. Whatever your dream is, whatever your goal is, get up off your ass and make it happen. That's it. Period.
And hear it. Thanks, guys, for listening.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Stay great.
Tia is out. Bye.
Deuces.
Bye.
Hey, yo, what's good, bro? I walk in like,
Hey, good luck.
best believe I keep an ear to the streets and an eye for the freaks. Ain't no telling what been happening in the sheets. This show hot like the pot been cooking. Coming to your talks if you out here pushing. A&R fans and brands stay looking. You know who to call when you ready for a booking. Shorty bad, watch the way she walk.